All right, so today's topic as we hit this speed bump, crested, is, we're gonna turn right here. I haven't been down the street in a while. Today's topic is, well, what I just did. Someone in the comments, I forget your name, I apologize, I'm not prepared, as I'm a horrible YouTuber. But someone had asked if I could do a video on somebody who is looking to purchase a Thruxton, a new customer, and there we go, let me close my hat, or my hatch. Somebody who's looking to buy a Thruxton, somebody who is maybe on the fence about it, and, you know, has read the reviews like a lot of people have about just how poor the steering on the Thruxton can be, and just kind of how when you hit these bumps, you know, you need a damper because you can get a tank slapper going, you can get a shake or a wiggle and things like that. And I will say that, we'll take this turn here, that, you know, I mean, you can lean it and it leans. I mean it's, I don't know, I've heard that a lot of people say that the Thruxton, when you get a little too confident in a corner with it, it can scare the shit out of you. The Thruxton can be something that as you corner with it, the front end likes to wiggle and wobble around. And around here, you'll excuse the wind noise, it's, as you can see, not nice today. But the Thruxton, I can't say that it's not perfect. I will say that. I have taken a few corners where I've had a little bit of a, you know, my heart's jumped a couple of times, and I don't know. It's not bad. We'll say that. So first and foremost, I'll tell you this. It's not bad. People who online will tell you that, oh, the first thing you have to buy is because I've read them. People who sit there and comment that, oh, the first thing you have to buy is a steering damper or else this bike is dangerous. You know, you'll end up in a hedge, you'll end up here. That is not the case. It is not dangerous and scary. I personally it corners a lot better than my old motorcycle did, but I don't have a reference to a sports bike. So I'm not somebody that's ridden a GSXR. I'm not somebody that's ridden a CBRR. You know, I don't have that reference point. I'm not a racer. This is just from the opinion of an owner, of a driver, of somebody who really idolized the Thruxton, really wanted one, and went out and made that purchase, and is now owning it and driving it and dealing with it. And honestly, I don't notice it. The thing is, for filtering, for lane splitting, for quick maneuvering, it's rock solid. This bike is rock solid for that stuff. It shifts fine, it leans fine. I mean, like this, absolutely nothing. I mean, and that was 20 miles an hour. You know, nothing. A lot of the corners around here have gravel on them, so I can't really judge how well it goes around a lot of these corners, because I can't take them at a high speed because there's a lot of gravel here. It's Wyoming. It's very dusty. It's very dirty. It rains and it snows a lot, and they salt the crap out of these roads, and the ice slicer that they use has sand in it because you have to have sand. And I mean, you can see, I don't know if you can see, but from these roads here, let's get across this intersection, but you can see, I mean, look at all the dirt and shit that's all over the place. I mean, there is crap everywhere, and the roads are just covered in it, and they stay that way pretty much throughout the entire summer. They'll street sweep them, but it's hard around here because we have such a gnarly wind and we have so much weather that the roads get weathered, and then there's stuff like that in the road, like a motorcycle tie. But, you know, it's tough. It's a tough thing to say because I feel like I can't give proper judgment on the steering from, that was a really terrible takeoff. I thought I was in second gear. I will say this, if you're gonna buy the Thruxton and you're on the fence because you've heard about the steering and you've heard about, you know, people saying, oh, you have to have this, you have to buy this $300, you know, Norman Hyde or whatever it is, steering damper for it because it's so dangerous and things like that. I've had this on the highway. I've had this at 80 miles an hour on our interstate here. And the one thing that I wished the entire time while I had it on the interstate is that I had a windscreen. That's the only thing. Going down wasn't bad, but we have horrible winds here, so you catch headwinds and crosswinds and everything, and oh man, they're brutal on a naked bike without a cowl, without any of the, you know, aerodynamics that you get with a lot of other bikes. But I mean, here, we'll take it up to, you can see, I mean, it's, steering is not bad as we're weaving. I mean, it's really not that bad. And I mean, you can toss a leg over, nothing. It's not that bad. It responds really, really well. I mean, push, it's not bad at all. And I don't like, here, we'll take this turn. Downshift to third, downshift to second. Oh, there's water, great. That's just what I wanted to see, but I mean, like, you know, 22 miles an hour here, we'll take this turn. We'll just throw this thing around corners. You know? I mean, this is low speed steer, 30 miles an hour, but it's not that bad. I don't mind it. I don't have problems with it. I mean, and of course, here we can do parking lot stuff. I'll show you this. So this is parking lot maneuvering. Is there any cars I can slide through? Here's one. You know, just a lot of parking lot maneuvering, just to show you what tight corners and spaces are like. It's not bad, right? It maneuvers fine. It turns fine. I have my blinker on still, like usual. It's not a bad bike. I mean, it weaves. You know, it's not bad. And there was also a mention of the braking performance. Like, throw a knee out, it turns, you know, throw a leg out, toss your weight around. The bike is great. The braking performance, they're noisy. Like I said, we're cresting 400 miles on this thing, and check to see if we're recording, but I'm cresting 400 miles on it, and I'll say they're noisy. They squeak a little bit, and that's probably part of the break-in process. But I mean, here, front brake only. I mean, that was pretty hard braking. And I'll show you the rear brake here. If this light, oh wow, it did sense me. That's good. Some lights around here don't sense me. But, all right. Nice classic car up here. Let's take a look at this guy. Gorgeous car. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. But here, I'll show you. All right, so rear brake. Hard brake, hard brake, hard brake, hard brake, hard brake. And let's go to 30 again, and we'll stop again. So we'll do this stoplight, all right? This stop sign, all right? Here we are, 40 miles an hour. Hard braking, hard braking, hard braking, hard braking, hard braking. And, I mean, that's both brakes at the same time, like you're supposed to. And the stopping distance is really not that far. I'm trying to see if there is a road here. Hold on, let's pull over here, and we'll flip a bitch. Or we're not supposed to, but there's nothing out here, so we'll go over here and we'll do some tests. We'll just do some stops for you so we can judge distances, right? Okay. So we'll go over here to this road, and I'll do a couple tests, and we'll just see what the stopping distance is like. Like I said earlier on cornering, you know, this bike loves to corner. It does it well. I don't think for the generic everyday rider you will need a steering damper. For somebody who is just buying this to ride it on the weekends, to commute on, this is a 2015. I've had absolutely no problems with it. All right, so let's just, here we go. Front brake only, right here. Okay, so we stopped right about there. Okay, so let's go do it again. We'll flip a bitch. right here, and we'll do another one. We'll do with rear brake only, and I'll show you exactly. And I will say one thing that the rear brake, as most rear brakes do, it doesn't feel like it does much. And by that I mean it doesn't go, oh, grip you like it's there. The front brake is definitely, for me, the front brake is really good. On the Ace, it's fantastic. The Ace is fantastic. Okay, so we brake at the fire hydrant. Here we go. And this will be rear brake only. Okay, about the same, a little bit farther. I actually locked up for a second there, just barely. Okay. And then here. So they're about the same. I'll flip a bitch one more time. And people around here are probably like, what is this drunk on the motorcycle doing? But there's nobody here. Nobody's home. I'm not going to hurt anybody but myself. So, but I'm not going to hurt myself. So we'll do the same thing. I don't full throttle it. This is about half throttle. Because like I said, I'm still in my braking period, and as much as I would love to be the person that is just like, it'll be all right, I'm paying for this, so I don't want to do that. So here we go. And both brakes, ready? Both brakes, right there. So that's a lot sooner than before. I mean, because before we'll land right about here. So that's about 20 feet sooner. And I mean, they're hard. The front brake grips hard. I've never locked the front up. I've never had it doesn't bite and grab, but man, if you hit it, I mean, look at that. It pulls and it drops a lot. So you have to be wary of that when you're going into a turn, so you load your suspension correctly before braking, not in it, obviously, because that's not what you do. But yeah, I have no problems with the brakes. I have no qualms with them. They feel great, and past these high school kids, they feel great, and I mean, the levers are the right length, I guess you could say. I don't know. The clutch I had to adjust to 3 because the clutch felt like it was really far out. At 3, the clutch is perfect. That's out at the right spot. It's exactly where I thought it would be. Brake is perfect. It doesn't come all the way to the handlebar, which is nice. I like it. This, like I said, I don't have any problems with it. I don't think that you need a steering damper. If you're a more experienced rider, you're a canyon rider, you ride in a lot of the twisties, and you ride on your edge, you ride on the edge, you push the bike to its limit, yes, get one, because it will probably be the thing that saves you from, it gives you the confidence, it gives you the know-how and the peace of mind that you can corner and not have to worry about it. I've heard wonderful things about the Norman Hyde steering damper. Yes, there's cheaper solutions on eBay, but you have to remember, you get what you pay for. And at the end of the day, are you going to be the person who is putting his faith in a Chinese knockoff? That's all you have to remember. Nice blinker, sir. Nice blinker. But yeah, I don't have a problem with the steering. The steering is fine. And for the conclusion, to wrap this up so I can quit rambling, if you're worried about the steering, you're a potential buyer of a Thruxton, okay? 2015 Thruxton. That's all we're reviewing here. You're a potential buyer, and you've heard that the Thruxton suffers from some steering shake in the corners. It can be a little bit wobbly. It tends to jump and bounce and wobble and slap around. I have not experienced it unless I've hit gravel. Period. I have not experienced the steering problem unless I've hit gravel. Like, I can really throw it over here. And yeah, it corners great. It does. I mean, I know the leans don't look like they're very much on there, and they probably aren't because I'm not a racer, but I mean, going around a roundabout, I can go a roundabout that's supposed to be a 50-mile-an-hour roundabout. I can do it at 30. I can do it at 25 and not not have any fear of the tank, of the, you know, the bike. Oh shit, wait, oh god, it doesn't scare me like that. And if you're on the fence about it, the riding position has been fixed. It's great. Hands are great, shoulders are great. I'm 6'3". I feel really in control of the bike. The bike feels wonderful. The brakes are fantastic. The brakes work really, really well. The rear, I wish, had a little more feel to it. It doesn't seem to grip as much as I'd like it to. That might be for the better, because, I mean, the last thing you really want to do is lock up your bike with the rear tire and go in a skid all the time because it grips too much. The front grips the perfect amount. It has so much stopping force and you can feel it. I mean, the front is the best part of the braking system. It feels so good. It's firm, it has the right amount of stopping power, and it's great. And I would tell somebody who is on the fence about buying one of these because they're worried about this, is it's not a concern in 2015. The 2015 Thruxton does not have those issues. And it could be because I'm not an advanced rider, but again, take it from my perspective. I commute on this, I tour on this a little bit. I'm planning on touring a lot more on this. And in the 400 miles that I have now had this bike, 397, about to take the 398, I've never had an issue. And I have not felt any less confidence. I mean, quick stops, we can quick stop like that, and the brakes grab, they feel great. I'm not lacking anything. I don't feel like I need anything more than what I have. It's adequate for where I'm at. When I upgrade my power, when I upgrade my exhaust, the thing gets lighter, the thing gets more powerful. Maybe we can revisit this and see. But at this point, I'm not concerned about them. They don't feel soft or anything. So if you are considering purchasing one of these, do it. Pull the trigger. Go ride it. That's another thing. Go ride one. I would not be worried about this. So thank you guys for bringing this to my attention. I like it. If you have any more things you want to know about it and see me do or anything like that, I'm gonna start to bringing out my monopod and shooting on with the GoPro on the end of it so I can hold it out as I'm riding, but it's still so crappy right now that I can't do that, so we'll save that for later. However, I'm gonna go fill up with some fuel, so we're gonna end our little vlog here. We're quite a ways into this video, probably 28 minutes, so I'll end it here. Thank you guys so much for watching. I appreciate it. I love when I seen it. What the fuck did you just do? Oh Lord. People jumping the gun. But that's a great way to end it on somebody almost running me over if they weren't paying attention. Anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. Please like, comment, subscribe, leave me feedback. Let me know what you guys would like to see. Give me some ideas for vlogs, anything you like to see. I love it. I'll see you guys next time.